Thank you for giving me this opportunity to introduce myself.
Can you make it full screen?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you make it full screen?
Okay. Okay, now it's full screen.
Yeah.
I am Dr. Farhana Sharmin from a former postdoctoral research fellow from Bangabandhu Science and Technology Fellowship Trust, Ministry of Science and Technology, Bangladesh. Dear Chairman and researchers from different countries, welcome to my presentation. The title of my research is Effect of Using Moringa oleifera and Spirulina platensis as feed additives on performance, meat composition, oxidative stability, and fatty acid profiles in broiler chicken. The production and consumption of chicken meat has become very popular due to its high protein, low fat, and high concentration of polyunsaturated fatty acid compared to beef and pork. Poultry meat contributes about 37% of the total meat production in Bangladesh. The development of nutrient enrichment poultry meat is greatly increased in the context of human health. Please let me introduce our Honorable Prime Minister, Sheikh Hasina. She is also concerned about to produce value-added product as we dreaming to be a developed country in 2041. So we have to think about this field. So what is value addition? Value addition means increasing the content of the essential micronutrient in food. There are some guidelines to produce value added product. So the purpose of value addition is to improve in nutritional quality of food, reduce nutritional disorder, and for bodybuilding and medicinal treatment. In case of poultry, there are two types of value addition. One is pre-slaughter and another one is post-slaughter. Pre-slaughter value addition is the product value addition before the product is produced. That means organic, designer, or functional meat can be come under this category. These products are free from pesticide and antibiotic. Here is the pre-slaughter value-added product, and post-slaughter value addition before after the product is produced. In case of poultry, there are chicken ball, nugget, and meatball. These are available in some shop. However, pre-slaughter value addition product is rare. So value addition in poultry and poultry products is a new approach in poultry research in Bangladesh. Nowadays, consumer awareness to value-added poultry and poultry products is increasing. So in our research, we emphasize to increase fatty acid profile. As we know, there are three main types of fatty acid, that is saturated, monounsaturated, and polyunsaturated fatty acid. Our intention was to increase omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acid in broiler meat. According to International Society of Study of Fatty Acid and Lipid Research, the daily requirement of EPA, eicosapentaenoic acid, and docosahexaenoic acid for human is 650 milligram. It is very much important for our brain development. So then we emphasize how to increase the antioxidant its mean the oxidative stability in broiler meat. So lipid oxidation can be occur when we keep the meat during the frozen condition. And other sense, when we get stress or inhale some toxic substance, our body produce free radical. This free radical and oxidized food can causes cancer, hypertension, neurodegenerative disease, and aging. So based on this explanation, our objectives of this study was to investigate the effect of feeding Moringa oleifera and Spirulina platensis to broiler chicken on growth performance, meat yield, and composition. Secondly, to determine fatty acid profile with due emphasis on omega-3 polyunsaturated fatty acid, and then to determine oxidative stability, that means shelf life enhancement of broiler meat produced from the bird fed with Moringa oleifera and Spirulina platensis. So there are some active components This can be used to produce value-added product. Here is the source, active component, and the effect of human health. Based on this active component, we have select two different type of component, that is Moringa oleifera and another one is Spirulina platensis. Moringa oleifera, as we know, it's treated as a medicinal plant and used for different kind of disease such as Alzheimer, ulcer, and so many diseases. And it contains several kind of component. That is phenol, flavonoid, tannin, saponin, triterpenoid, and alkaloid. Another one is Spirulina platensis. It's a blue-green algae. It has also so many bioactive components like phenolic compound, omega-3 and 6 fatty acid, vitamin B12, and mineral, particularly iron, in content of Spirulina. And also these two components are used for reduce the malnutrition effect. So our we have selected taken 240 broiler bird and with 5 different replication. T1 was controlled, T2 Moringa oleifera 1%, T3 Moringa oleifera 1.5%, T4 Spirulina platensis 1%, and T5 was Spirulina platensis 1.5%. With 4 replication, and every replication has 12 birds. After finish our experiment, the meat, we have determined several kind of parameter like proximate composition, lipid oxidation, fatty acid profile, and cholesterol. For proximate composition, we use AOAC method, and for lipid oxidation, we keep the meat at 44 degrees centigrade, both breast and thigh meat, and then we analyze in 1 week interval, that is in the fresh condition, and after first week and second week, and like 4th weeks. And fatty acid profile, we use fatty acid methyl ester, and so the result is that the total this figure shows the body weight growth of broiler meat. Here we can see the Moringa oleifera 1% and Spirulina 1.5% has the significantly highest body weight growth. And in case of FCR, the Moringa oleifera shows 1% shows the reduced FCR. That means it's a good sign. This table shows the proximate composition, both broiler and breast meat. We analyze also internal and external organ of meat in the broiler, but there is no significant difference. But in the abdominal fat, we found there is a decrease level in case of the additives group, both Moringa oleifera and Spirulina platensis. So now I am telling about the lipid oxidation result. As I mentioned before, that we analyze in the 3-week interval lipid oxidation. This figure clearly shows here is the breast meat and another one is the thigh meat. Sorry. So in the both condition, both broiler breast and thigh meat, the lipid oxidation TBRS value shows the decreased level. It means that the additives group shows the low highest antioxidant activity compared to the control. And this figure shows the lipid oxidation activity after 3rd week of preservation. This figure clearly shows that the decreasing level of oxidative stability compared to the control. And here is the plasma cholesterol figure. This figure also shows the additives group, I mean Moringa oleifera and Spirulina additives group shows the decreasing level of serum cholesterol in the broiler. So here is the interesting result of our omega-3 fatty acid, I mean in breast and thigh meat. This figure, we can see the here is the breast meat and another one is the thigh. So breast, in case of the additives group. All additives group shows the increasing level of omega-3 fatty acid. However, spirulina platensis 1.5% and moringa 1% shows the highest level of omega-3 fatty acid. In case of thigh meat, here also shows the similar tendency. That's mean the additives group shows the significantly highest omega-3 fatty acid in the thigh meat. So summary of this study was the dietary addition of Moringa oleifera 1% and spirulina 1.5% in broiler diets enhance the growth performance, reduce serum cholesterol, and abdominal fat in the additives group was decreased. The TBRS value was decreased. That's mean the oxidative value of this broiler meat was increased after third week of meat preservation. Omega-3 fatty acid, especially eicosapentaenoic acid and docosahexaenoic acid in meat was increased in the addition of Moringa oleifera 1% and spirulina 1.5%. So here I am going to show the why we got the interesting result. As I explained before, that Moringa oleifera contains several kinds of bioactive components like phenolic component, flavonoid, tannin, and saponin. These flavonoid, the main active component of flavonoid is quercetin, and spirulina has phycocyanin carotenoid. These two have the high antioxidant activity. And another one is the lipid regulation. Phenolic compound and flavonoid have the important role of the lipid regulation. These two, the Moringa oleifera and spirulina contain the saponin. Actually, beta-sitosterol is the Moringa oleifera saponin, and sulfated polysaccharide is the spirulina platensis saponin. These two saponin, saponin has the cholesterol binding ability, and so here this figure I have shown then how cholesterol bind with saponin, and then saponin secretion by feces. So the plasma cholesterol level was decreased. Here I have shown saponin chemical structure. So concluding remarks, dietary inclusion of two medicinal plants, that is Moringa oleifera 1% and spirulina platensis 1.5% could be the promising functional ingredient to produce value-added meat. These two levels showed higher oxidative stability in meat and increasing concentration of omega-3 fatty acid, eicosapentaenoic acid and docosahexaenoic acid with reduced serum cholesterol. So before going to finish, I should acknowledge BLRI, our Honorable DG Sir and our ex-DG Sir, Dr. Nathuram Sarkar, and our Bangabandhu Science and Technology Fellowship Trust. So thank you all. Stay safe from COVID-19. Thank you.